Okay, we're going to a rock concert. Here's what we're gonna do. I debated heavily on doing any glitter. I think the matte dead look is very rock, but if you're going to a concert, the lights are gonna flash, it's gonna hit your eyes, it's gonna work. So to start this off, I went with the Half Magic Chrome Addiction and Magic Brownie. And I did this all on the outer part of the lid, as well as the inner corner. And I'm going to take my Morphe 456 and just start blending that in. Now you are going to go on top of this with browns later, but I just think that it did kind of give the look kind of a red undertone to it. And I think that just works well with my eye color. If you have hazel eyes, this is for sure a color for you. So I'm just blending that all out, leaving the center empty. And there's your eyeshadow base. Now we're going to pick up the Mary Jane Milk Cosmetics palette, and I'm going to pick up the shade Rubia. I'm not sure what brush this is. It is a BuArt Design Crease Blender 12. Don't know where I got it, but I'm going to start laying that down exactly where we just put that shadow. I'm just going to pat it into place and start patting the edges out. It's okay if you're a little messy with it because you can clean it up later. But same color going into that inner corner, just really laying it down. And you just want to keep packing that on until it's where you want it. I'm starting to think that's dark enough. I'm going to take my Morphe M433 in the shade Marie, and I'm only going to put this on the outer edges just to blend the edges of that shade out, but take it everywhere. Same thing on the inner corner, just blending it up to the brow. And then you can take any excess and just go over that first shade, make sure it's all blended out, and you're already getting there. Now I'm going to take a Crystal Lee O2 brush in the shade Sensimilla. I'm going to pack that on, same spot. This is going to be the darkest shade we go in with. Actually, I take that back. In this palette. Actually, I want to zoom you in. But I'm just going to pack that on right out here. Put a little bit right in there. Take that little blending brush, buff it into those other shades. Basically in this look you're going to be layering a few different neutrals, and it's all about how you stack them and blend them together. But it's not hard, I swear. I'm going to take my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Perversion, and I'm going to lay this down right in here. Take it up a little. This is going to be our black base. I'm going to put a little in here and take a little flat brush and just really press down and just blend those shades into the rest of the eye. But I'm not going to take it too far because this is where I want the darkest part of the eye to be. So I'm just blending it enough to where it doesn't look chunky anymore. I want it to look smooth. I'm going to take my Vive Power Ink liner and just connect the dots. See that? One of the reasons we do eyes first. And I'm also just going to go ahead and tight line as well with my Aqua Resist. Hit down here. Now for this glitter, I'm going to take Lemonhead LA Space Paste in the shade Guild Beast. I'm just going to get some on my finger and tap it right into the center. And just pat it out. I'm going to go over that liner real quick. Now obviously if you don't have that glitter, you can use any gold glitter, any gold shimmer. I'm going to go ahead and do some concealer underneath so I don't have to worry about doing that after I complete this eye. I'm not going to take it all the way up to it though. Just so we have a little coverage. I'm going to take my flat brush again and start buffing this out a little bit. Now I'm going to go back in with that first shade Rubia that we used and start placing some of that on this inner corner and the outer part of the eye. I'm going to leave the center open. Now I'm going to do the rest of the face. My Basma Beauty stick. For contour, the new ABH contour stick in the shade Shadow. I'm just going to do a little pop of it right there. Buff it out. For blush, I took About Face in the shade Get Some, popped it on right there, and I blended that out. And then ABH Peach Caramel, I topped it with that. Just for a little bit of a more burnt look. I think it goes well with that undertone the shadow has with that first shadow liquid we put on. I'm going to take my first blending brush and just hit this again, get it smoked out. Going back in with Sensimilla and popping that darkness around these edges. And I'm going to get a clean blender for that one. I'm going to put these shades back down here. And now I'm going to take my Be Perfect Muted Nudes palette, this shade right here, Soft, and I'm going to pop that in the center of this under eye. I'm going to go back to our glitter and just pop it right in there. I'm going to take a little bit of black on a small brush and just lay it down right out here. Get our blender, make sure it's not too harsh right there. I'm gonna curl my lash. I love doing these videos for y'all because I'm like, oh my god, going to a rock concert sounds so fun. Like, y'all just have things going on, and I have nothing going on. But I am gaming now and started a new little gaming channel that you can follow, and I'm also on Twitch. And then I can hopefully start going live on my little gaming account soon. This is what it's called. And I'll put my Twitch on here. I do love gaming. Every time I go live and game, people are like, oh my god, I didn't know you game. So this is me telling you, I guess. So this is me revealing my truth. What else do I have going on? I'm really excited. I have something coming that I need to decorate and get together. But you'll be finding out what that is soon. I do have a friend's birthday coming up, so I will be going out of town for that. Pop on this little lash. I do have some product reviews coming. I'm gonna film those tomorrow. This side's looking a little darker than that side, so while that lash glue is drying, I'm gonna take a little powder. Oh yeah. And I'm going to see Alyssa Edwards in May. I don't have anything currently happening. This tax season was a bitch. Sure, you're dying to know what this highlighter is. I'm gonna spray the face first. And it is the Spencer X My Beauty brand Plexiglass Illuminator. And I did apply this with a Jessup Tapered Blending 224. And just stamp it on. I wanted a really dewy cheek. I did a touch on the brow bone. Now for a lip, I'm going to do Stone from Kylie Cosmetics. I just love this color. And I'm going to go in with Grunge Girl from Made by Mitchell. I'm going to add a little bit more in there. You know in Jennifer's Body when she's like, it's a rock show chip. This is my rock look. He said, well, I can see like your womb, so... But I love this. I love this lip with this. So I hope you love it. I hope you have fun at your concert. Let me know what I need to get ready for next.